Hello, child of God. This is CPA Shadrach Adino, an expert on wealth creation and management. I'm also a practicing auditor and a financial management consultant. Above all, I'm a born-again child of God and a pastor. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to today's episode. Now, on today's episode, we are going to cover 8 profitable businesses to start with between 5,001 and 20,000 Kenya shillings. So if you have that amount of money and you would want to start a business, dear listener, pay keen attention to today's episode. And before we start mentioning those businesses, I want to request you, dear listener, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, and help us by sharing this video with those on your list of contacts. To subscribers, we thank you sincerely because you're the reason why we are moving to the next level. Over to the businesses that you can start with between 5,001 and 20,000 Kenya shillings. Business number 1 is Barbershop, popularly called in Kenya, kinyozi business. Now, kinyozi business or barbershop is one of the profitable businesses that you need to consider doing if you have that amount of money. Now, I want to tell you that barbershop or kinyozi business is a business in high demand. It is in high demand because every time you will get customers going to the barbershop wanting their hair to be cut. Now, the unique thing about hair cutting is that you will cut somebody's hair today. After a week or so, the hair shall have grown. The person will come back to you for the hair to be cut again. And therefore, because of this, the demand for hair cutting is constant and is high up there. Now, the market is therefore ready because of the reason that I've just explained. Now, to start this business, you need the following tools of trade. Number 1, you need a shaving machine. You also need a mirror. You also need some seat. And the seat is for the customer whose hair is being cut. You also need some other extra seats or even just a form for customers who are waiting to be served. You also need some detergents like Dettol. You also need some soap, among others. And therefore, the selling price, because for you to be in that business, you must sell your services. Depending on the location where you are, you will charge 50 shillings. You'll charge sometimes 100 shillings. Sometimes you'll charge even up to 200 shillings, depending on the type of service that you're going to give. That is the selling price for your service. Now, approximately, having done some kind of research, you will be getting about 20 customers or even more in one day. So if you get only 20 customers in a day, you'll be making about 1,000 shillings or 2,000 shillings or 4,000 shillings in a day. To translate that in a month, you'll be making 30,000 shillings or even 60,000 shillings in 1 month. That is good business. Now, if you want to be in good business for a startup, please just start low. Don't start by buying so many things or making so many things. No, just start as simple as possible and you will grow with the time. As you become known, many customers will come. And now to expand, I advise you, once you've got many customers queuing for your service, get somebody else to help you. Once the customers increase beyond 2 people, again, get the 3rd person to help you. You'll be in good business. Business number 2, grocery business. Now, grocery business normally deals in foodstuffs. Now, the foodstuff that you deal with as a grocery business person range from fruits, vegetables, grains, and such like things like eggs, potatoes in a grocery shop. Now, some of the grocery materials that you sell are perishable and some are not perishable. The non-perishable materials will be things like beans, things like maize, things like eggs and such like things. Now, to start this business, you need to get a license from the county government. You also need to position your business to be in a place where there is a high demand or a place with high traffic of people. If you get such a place, I tell you, you'll be in business. Now, where do you get your supplies from? I would advise you, if you want to make good profits, try and get your supplies from wholesalers or direct from farmers. When you get your supplies direct from farmers and you sell them on retail, you'll be making good profits. Now, I also advise you, never allow yourself to run out of supplies. When you run out of supplies, customers will go elsewhere. So ensure that you maintain your supply so that anytime the customer comes to your shop, they will get whatever they want. Therefore, you will be in good business because customers will know that you are a shop where they will get anything to do with grocery anytime they want them. Let me also tell you, if you want to begin this business, just look for an initial capital of 20,000 Kenya shillings and you'll be in business. Business number 3. Business number 3 to start with between 5,001 and 20,000 Kenya shillings is ladies' clothes, shoes, and handbags. I want to tell you that ladies care about how they look like. They really care about beauty. Now, if you can beautify ladies by supplying them with designer clothes, shoes, and handbags, I tell you, you will get a steady market from ladies. Now, what I've realized with this kind of business is that if you want to stay relevant for long and you want to attract many ladies, ensure that you are up to date with what is trending on ladies' clothes, shoes, and handbags. Make sure that you are very current. Be up to date with whatever they need. Then the next thing that you need to do to succeed in this kind of business is position your business at a place where there is a high population, a place of high traffic. Don't isolate yourself away from where the masses are. The next thing that you need to do, start with second-hand commodities. Before you go to first-hand commodities or new commodities, start with second-hand commodities. Then later on, when customers grow, then you can graduate into new clothes, new handbags, and new shoes. Now, the next thing that you need to do, market yourself. Be known, be visible. Let ladies know that you're dealing in their handbags, their shoes, and their clothings. Then you'll be in good business. I advise you as a business person, don't be in a hurry to expand. Grow slowly. Grow slowly. As customers increase in number, then you can expand. Make sure that you expand to a level that you can manage. Now, the next thing that you need to do is just look for 20,000 Kenya shillings and start this type of business and grow slowly. Customers will come to you as you grow slowly. Business number 4 is farming business. Now, farming is another profitable business that it is worth giving a serious consideration. It is a sector that is turning poor people into millionaires. Why? Because people will always eat. And with the farming, you are ensuring that you are supplying things that are basic needs to people's lives. What do? Now, you need to understand the market demand. Before you decide on what you need to farm, understand what is in high demand. Now, some of the following are things that are in high demand, and if you are in farming business, consider growing them. Number 1 is maize. Number 2 is beans. Number 3 are groundnuts, then potatoes, then onions, tomatoes, then cabbages and kales, watermelon, and pineapples, among others. If you grow one or more of those commodities, I tell you, the demand is ready. The market is ready for those things. What do you need to do? Just market yourself with hotels or get those commodities to markets and you'll get customers to buy your commodities. Once you get 10,000 shillings or even up to 20,000 Kenya shillings, you'll be in business. But be very careful. Please seek advice from the Ministry of Agriculture officials on what kind of food stuff you should grow in what kind of farm. Once you get the right advice and you grow the right food, my friend, you'll be in business and you'll not regret. Business number 5, photocopy, printing, and scanning business. This is a business that is profitable. And it's profitable if you know where to position yourself. My advice is, if you want to succeed in this kind of business, that is photocopying, printing, and scanning business, ensure that you locate yourself at a place where there is a college or an institution of higher learning. Students really demand this business. They like photocopying, they like printing, they like scanning. When you position yourself in a place where there is an institution of higher learning, I'm telling you, you'll be in business, because the demand for this commodity, or the demand for this kind of business, is definitely high, and more so with the students. What do you need to do? To be successful in this kind of business, look for a business premise. And I've said, around a place where there are students from colleges and universities. Number 2, look for a photocopier and a printing machine. Number 3, look for printing and photocopying papers. Number 4, look for machine consumables like toners and such like things. Now, start simple. And once the students or the customers have developed a rapport with you, then expand slowly and acquire maybe additional machines or additional premises so that the demand is met. Do not expand where there is no demand. Expand according to demand. Number 2, expand according to your ability to manage expansion. Business number 6 is shoe polish business. Now, shoe polish business is very lucrative and is in demand, especially during rainy season and during dusty seasons. And if you want to succeed in this business of shoe polishing, my friend, position yourself nearer to offices, because as people enter offices, they would want to look clean. When you position yourself on busy streets and nearer to offices, you'll get a ready market. Now, if you want to succeed in this business, do not charge outrageous charges. Normally, find out what the market charges before you start charging your customers. And the market charges currently is going for around 50 shillings or sometimes 100 shillings, depending on the kind of service that you're going to provide. I'm guaranteeing you that this business can attract even as much as 100% if you position yourself properly. To start this business, you just need a seat for your customer, you just need a seat for yourself, and you need a newspaper. As you get busy with the shoes of your customer and allow them also to familiarize themselves or to engage themselves or to occupy themselves with a newspaper, let them update themselves with the current affairs. So buy for them a newspaper. I tell you, you'll be a place of choice for people who want to polish their shoes. Just get 10,000 shillings or even 20,000 shillings and start this business, and you'll be in business. Let me also give you other businesses that you can embark on using between 5,001 and 20,000 Kenya shillings. Number 1, you just need boiled eggs and smokies. And number 2, you need to embark on selling new shoes, and you'll be in business. Dear listener, I thank you for giving me your ears. Try any of those businesses, and I tell you, you'll not regret it. I thank you for giving me your ears. Thank you for listening to me. If you've not subscribed, dear listener, I encourage you to subscribe, like these videos, and help us by sharing it with those people on your list of contacts. Thank you. May God bless you, and may you prosper in Jesus' name. Amen.